We're having a great show. All right, thanks a lot. All right, we're back. And guys, way in the back, I want to ask you a question. How important is it for the beautification of Long Beach to be a big issue?
Absolutely.
Let's not put that on the back burner. Now to talk about that, let's introduce Ed Glista. Ed, talk about what's on the agenda today.
Howie, we've got some great stuff today showing a lot of progress regarding beautification. And we have not just one or two things that happened, but three things that have happened recently that are important to the citizens and visitors of Long Beach regarding beautification. The first one was kind of interesting. At Tuesday's City Council meeting, there was actually a presentation of the city's master tree plan. A wonderful thing. Now I realize some of the people here cannot see it, but if you go to the city website, you'll be able to see what the plan is. What I'd like to do is just give you some quick ideas. What it is that starting in April and finished in June, there's going to be a whole replanting of a huge number of trees, actually more trees than we had prior to Sandy. And very importantly, it's going to be a lot of new species involved, ones that through an arborist have been proven to work well in our area. There are going to be over 32 shade trees and 13 ornamental varieties. Very important there. I realize the people on the radio can't see what I'm about to show.
We'll see it on video.
But you can see it on video, and in fact, you'll be able to look at the site. Here's what the plan looks like. But let's look at a couple of the trees here. Here's the first one, which is a red maple. Let's look at this red maple. Talk about gorgeous. I almost expect some of the people in the crowd to say wow. You can say wow right now if you want. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. Here's another one. A European hornbeam. Look at this, a gorgeous golden yellow. I mean, this is what we want, beautification of our city to look like this in a planned way. Here's another one, a flowering cherry tree. Look at that, is this gorgeous? I mean, how does it look? So this is something that we've had a plan developed by an arborist, and very importantly, there were people from the community involved in the discussion. And that's really the pattern that we're trying to look for in the future. That there's involvement of the community in some way with professionals from outside of the city, working with the city in combination and developing a plan. Here's something then over a 6-week period that there's going to be more trees than ever before, and these beautiful trees. I won't try and go into the plan details, but if you go into this 30-plus page document on the city website, you're going to see on a street by street basis what are the trees that are being planted there. A wonderful plan, something we should all be proud of in the future.
What site is this?
On the Long Beach city site, on the very first page, go halfway down, you'll be able to see it. The second item of importance, we mentioned at an earlier meeting that we're going to try and do the West End beach entrances. Very important. All of these beach entrances now look ugly, quite frankly, and also in some cases unsafe. Tomorrow, meeting with the Commissioner of Public Works, and the purpose of which is to try and go over the plan, which was developed by a Long Beach residents with the landscape artist, voted on by the people of the West End Neighbors Civic Association, and now being presented to the city for development. So we're working with the city again in a way to try and develop these plans that impact large areas. The good news is after tomorrow's meeting, we should really have a plan put in place, brought back to the community again for a final vote, and from that, we expect that in the spring there's going to be a full redo, not only of what the beach entrances look like, but their functionality. You may remember that one thing we said is those ugly shacks are going to be moved from the street side to the beach side. And we hope, working with others, they're going to be made more attractive. In addition, there are other things that are regarding the functionality. Bike racks will be there, benches of that sort, water fountains for showering at the beach side, other things that are important on the functionality. You have to recognize that a beach is not just beautiful, but some function as well that's needed. So those are two items we mentioned so far. What about the third? The third one is that we've actually spoken with the city manager and his economic development manager, and what has come to pass is very important. We're actually looking for some low-hanging fruit, about 10 or 15 things that we can do regarding beautification in the not-too-distant future. Some of the things are pretty simple. I mean, just in fact wanting to have the idea that this is going to be Long Beach, the beautiful city by the sea. Just having that kind of thought and plans. We want to set up metrics for how you measure and direct what the beautification should be. We also look to get some volunteers working. In fact, we're going to be asking the City Council to communicate to the principal of the high school to try and set up a volunteer program. There are other kinds of things on these short lists, these quick hits that we're looking trying to do. And I think it's just important once again that the city manager and his team is looking to work with us, looking to work with the chamber and others, and accomplish things in somewhat quick order. Imagine if by the July period we have the new trees put in place, we have the new beach entrances in place, and we have also these quick hits, low-hanging fruit. Significant change in a small period of time. So for those naysayers who believe you can't get things accomplished, the beautification of Long Beach is well on its way, many quick steps, and at the next time we convene, I'll share with you some more progress that we're about to make.
All right, and listen, ladies and gentlemen.